Hey everybody, Scott Steen with Bank the Bet, host of the Bank the Bet podcast, and coming to you direct from the Winners and Winers Sports and Entertainment Complex to talk about bowl season, baby. It is that time of year. We're going to kick off with our very first bowl game this Saturday at 1:30 Eastern Time. This is Louisiana. They no longer like to be called Louisiana-Lafayette. This is just Louisiana. The Raging Cajuns take on the Tulane Green Wave in the Orlando, Florida. It should be quite a contest there as the two teams from Louisiana battle it out. Tulane is the finished third in the American Athletic Conference West Division, while Louisiana finished first in the Sun Belt West before dropping their championship contest to App State. So, the tail of the tape for these two teams goes a little something like this. Louisiana is 7-6 overall, 9-4 against the number. Very fine. 6-6 as far as the totals go, while the Green Wave is 6-6 on the year, going 5-7 against the number. And the over has finished they've just topped the number 3 times in their 12 contests. So, how did they get here? Well, it's interesting. We talked a little bit about Louisiana losing their championship contest, but Tulane had to really put on a late season surge, including a great come-from-behind victory versus Navy in their last game of the season, where they went for 2 at the end of the game and made it to win the game 39-38. It was a good game to watch. It was a lot of fun. And Tulane had a big lead, letting Navy come back through a pick 6, let them get back in it, and then ended up coming back for the victory. These is a tale of two teams that like to run the football. The Raging Cajuns have the 19th best rushing attack, with both of theirs backs totaling over 2,000 yards, 2,092 yards between them, and 20 TDs. While Tulane still likes to run, they've got a kid, LSU grad transfer named Justin McMillan. He's a tall, lanky kid, a left-hander. Doesn't have great mechanics, doesn't have a real repeatable delivery, but he can throw the ball down the field. And it gives them a part of the offense that they were missing in the first part of the season. He's been with them just for the last 5 games. In fact, he was in spring training with LSU before making the decision to transfer over to Tulane. So he kind of got here late. And he's just taken over the last 5 games. In those 5 games, they've won 4 times. Bad news is, so far, in those 4 games, it doesn't really cover, including losing the last 3 against the spread. Both defenses are below average, but here's what Tulane does well. They're very fast on the edges, and they are going to limit the ability to get outside and run the football. They have lapses in pass coverage. Shouldn't be a big problem against the Cajuns. Louisiana, on the other hand, they're not a group without talent as far as defense goes, but they're extremely undisciplined, and they do a poor job with their gap integrity. I think Tulane will be able to exploit them both on the ground and through the air. McMillan's very good at timing patterns, a lot of sluggos. A lot of patterns that are going to sit down. He's going to get his receivers just to sit down between the zones. A lot of zone beaters. There's 10, 12 intermediate type passes. 10, 12-yard intermediate type passes is what he really excels at. Tulane's rush defense and a very gritty come-from-behind victory over Navy really makes me kind of favor the Green Wave here. I think they've got the momentum on their side. Plus, I think the market is undervaluing the Green Wave with McMillan as their quarterback. Green Wave higher in my power rankings, which yes, I really do a personalized power rankings because I'm that kind of geek. Tulane ranks about 30 points higher in the power rankings for me. I think the Green Wave rolls right here. Take Tulane, lay the 3.5, and then to kick off bowl season, you and I will be heading back to the window. Take care, everybody.